Its quiet facade can barely contain the joy inside. This is Calgary's Margaret Chisholm Resettlement House, and it's dinner time.
4 baby?
3 baby.
Huge families, huge smiles, cries, laughter, and everywhere, children. They are all Syrians, refugees plucked from uncertain futures in Jordan and Lebanon, selected under the Canadian Refugee Resettlement Program to be accepted as newly landed immigrants. Anoush Newman helps run this center. In 3 years, she says, everyone you see will be able to become a Canadian.
They really have nowhere else to go.
No, they can't, because the surrounding countries, such as where they were, they don't give them citizenship. So they'll remain as refugees for the rest of their lives.
Zayad Hendawi arrived just 10 days ago. He and his wife and 4 children fled Aleppo, Syria.
They left because there was a constant bombardment and they were worried. Many times they came very close to death, so that's when they decided that let's leave before it gets worse, and he took his family and went to Lebanon to settle there as refugee.
Do you miss Syria?
تشتاق سوريا? Of course, from my heart. We're very, very happy and very, very relaxed.
For the first time in years, he feels his family is safe. But there's a long way to go. They speak almost no English. They are new to just about every Canadian custom. We shake hands with men and boys, but not with the women.
And we do a lot of parenting skills for them.
Faraboz Berjandi, the director here, says that too will change, and soon.
In 3 months, if you talk to these children that they just arrived, and you won't even recognize them as a refugee. 10 days ago, they didn't even know they are coming to Canada. Now they are here, obviously. So we realized that they have a lot of fears and a lot of hopes.
Most arrive in families. There are only a few single Syrian men. And just as in the U.S., the program has raised concerns about safety and terrorism.
I got to ask you, they don't look dangerous to me.
No, they're fantastic people. They've gone through hell.
While in the United States, there's still deliberation over just how many or even if Syrian refugees should be brought into the country. By the end of February, Canada will have reached its goal of bringing 25,000 Syrian refugees onto its soil, confident that its screening process can tell the bad guys from the good.
Most Canadians are not that worried about the security issue for the people we've selected.
Ian Holloway, the Dean of the University of Calgary Law School, also works with the Canadian government reviewing its security intelligence operations. He says the refugees Canada brings in are screened, and quite frankly, he sees them as no threat at all.
We feel that we have been able to take reasonable measures to not guarantee, you can never guarantee these things, but to do everything we can to satisfy ourselves that the people we've taken in are not likely to be the bad guys.
To make sure Canada follows the progress of its newly arrived immigrants for 2 years, all the children will go to school. Families will be helped to find work, housing, and their ultimate goal, a permanent home in their new country, Canada. Drew Griffin, CNN, Calgary.